Morning people, welcome to day 11 I think it is, from the rocky banks of the boggy hole of the Finke River, permanent roller hole of the Finke River, 30 k's south of Hermansburg, something like that. Breakfast time. What have we got? Cooked breakfast. That, my friends, tastes like cardboard. I had one the other day. Not going to happen. Alternative, spaghetti bolognese. Although not the most conventional of breakfasts, I know. But needs must, old boy, as they say. I got another burst water bladder. That's the third one of the trip. This one's only got a slight leak, so it's upside down. It's only when it's the right way up that it leaks, but yeah, well, we're gonna have some collateral damage on this trip. Water bladders though, 3 in one trip, 2 different brands, 3 different brands. I bladdered out in my camelback and backpack. Pado's Desert Fox Overlander one is leaking, and this one, Seat Summit, which is like a goon bag inside this thing, is leaking. Oh well, let's get cooking. Oh well, breakfast time update. I've ditched the spag ball and I'm having half of Pado's porridge and fruit. Thanks buddy.
No worries, enjoy.
Much more conventional. Nice and warm, and we'll save the spag ball for maybe tonight. We'll see where we ends up. So what's the plan for today is we got to finish this track off, which is like 130 k's of dirt, back to the main road, up to Kings Canyon for a look at that, and then a couple 100 k's south to Ayers Rock Resort, where we'll have a look at the rock sunset and hopefully get a place in Ayers Rock Resort to stay, where there's a cabin or bed, or we'll set up the tents again and use the facilities. We'll see how we go. So yeah, follow on for today's episode. Enjoy.
Day 11, and if you've made it this far into the series, well done, and thanks for watching. Once again, sorry about the lack of audio and the bike noise. I had mic issues at the beginning of the trip and I never checked my camera, so you'll have to bear with the narration. We left the Boggy Hole campground pretty early as we had a lot to tick off the list today, but what a campground that is. Well worth the effort to ride in and out, and the ride itself is amazing too. Not an easy ride with the soft riverbed and the rocks, but we don't do these things because they're easy or everyone would be doing it. The ride out of the gorge, however, was much easier than the ride in. We are heading south, so once you go past the Boggy Hole campground, you start riding up and out of the gorge, and not in the riverbed. Still a few tricky bits here and there to wake you up in the morning, but not really deep boulders like we had yesterday. Some pretty amazing scenery in this place, which is already a highlight of this trip. We eventually get out of the national park and onto the dirt road to give these bikes some air. Nice and cool out here in central Australia, west of the Simpson, but the bikes are working hard in the sand.
Well, we're now exiting Finke Gorge National Park. I think that's enough sand for one morning, Paro, don't you?
Same warm up done.
It was a tough warm up. It was good. Onwards and upwards, sort of.
I'm lost with my head in the
time to hit the sealed road and relax for a bit where we head north to Kings Canyon. We fill up at the resort with all the other tourists and head into the main part of the park. Let's go and have a look at one of the big attractions of Central Australia.
Kings Canyon, Northern Territory. Let's have a little look. We easily get the DRs up this.
Jeez, it's been the easiest track all day.
The greenies are taking over. Perfect gear and walking boots to walk into the Kings Canyon. Always come prepared, don't we?
For anything.
Got a camelback. What more do you want? Long walks in Kings Canyon to see all the good stuff. Unfortunately, we've got riding to do. We see it on the move. That's what we do. We smell it. We take it all in.
It would have been good to spend more time here and have a proper look around and do the big walks, but it's a bit risky leaving the bikes all open and we'd have to get out of our gear and ain't no one got time for that. Back on the bitumen now, and it's a race against time, heading south to see the sunset at the famous Ayers Rock. Of course, we had to stop to get the obligatory 6-pack for the event at the Curtin Springs station on the way, and then it was on, pushing the mighty DRZs to the limit before the sun went down. We made it to the rock in the nick of time. I've seen this quite a few times now over the years, and it never gets less spectacular.
Oh well, that's a good end to today's episode. Having a few beers, me and Paro at Uluru, otherwise known as Ayers Rock. Great way to end the day. That was a big day, 450 k's on the bike. I started in Boggy Hole in the Finke Gorge. Done a really hard 70 k's in the morning of dirt. Well, the first 20 was hard. Party bus going past. Yeah, the first 20 or 30 was hard. It got a bit easier, and then bitumen for the rest, and we were like racing it down here to get here for the sunset. Gonna stay in Ayers Rock Resort tonight, have a shower and stuff because we bush camped there last night. Yeah, bikes are all good. Used a lot of fuel length. We were doing like 110 the whole way, legally 110, I might add. Gonna pack up now and get to the resort, relax, few beers, nice steak I think on the menu. Paddy, what do you reckon?
Don't think it's a steak big enough.
Scotch fillet maybe, we'll see. So I'll end that episode here from the iconic Ayers Rock in the Northern Territory, and I'll leave you with a time lapse of the sunset that just happened. We'll see you on tomorrow's episode. Ciao for now. What's going on here, Paro?
Switch bike spoons.
Just a DRZ marking its territory. Nothing to see here.